Ladies and gents, it's time to round it out. Micro Map Series map number 5. If you haven't seen the others yet, you're robbing yourself of a good time. And here to provide that good time, I'm joined by the one and only wonderful Merlin. Merlin, we're about to see a fun one.
We're on Micro, Hill, and Dale here. Have a look at this. No resources on top of the hill for either player. But this is where Corvinus' Civ Pit comes in real clutch. Look at this. Playing as the Mongols, able to move his TC to a much better location. Unfortunately for Recon, his TC is stuck on the top of the hill with pretty much nothing. Resources quite far away. So a little bit of a tough one for him. But we'll have to see, because Delhi on this map, I'm trying to think of what that actually provides.
What?
It doesn't provide a lot.
Yo, you know what it would have provided, like, in some Civ situations? Is, remember what we said, like, we were saying in the last game about, yo, why doesn't Corvinus just pull his villagers and go, like, drop an outpost? You could do that with the Delhi as well, right? Like, you drop the mosque, you instantly have a scholar. So
True, yeah.
But I feel like this is the Civ you can't do it against, because
Yeah.
Mongols will just move their TC closer to you and you die. Oh, dude.
And also the gold mine's very far behind the base, and you've got multiple wood lines behind the base and lots of food. So yeah, this is probably the one Civ you definitely don't want to do that against. But Recon is going to be going for the mosque either way. I mean, obviously Delhi doing Delhi things right here, going to be grabbing piety and all of those age 1 upgrades there.
And yeah, he gets a sniff on this, so he's like, what the hell is this spawn, right? This guy has got Pumbaa, he's got deer, he's got gold. He literally, like, right now, you can tell that Corvinus used to be, like, an Apex gamer, or rather that he came from an FPS background, because this is, like, corner camper to the max. I mean, look at it.
I've also just noticed only 1 sacred site on this map. Pretty
Yeah.
sure there's meant to be 2. Don't know whose fault that is, but, you know, 1
bit
sacred site.
Wait,
So,
didn't you copy? Okay, you know what makes it even dumber? Okay, no, you didn't copy and paste this one. Okay, so in fairness,
I mean, look, I know how to use rotation tools.
I think you looked like, compared to Woodboy, like, oh, this is easy. I'll just copy and paste this. Like, I don't even know where like the midpoint is for this. I'll guess I'll just play some.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, we got 1 sacred site. That's probably a bit of a disadvantage here for the Delhi, but at least it's on the side that Corvinus isn't. So, you know, 1 sacred site, better than no sacred site.
And at least he'll get it quick. He's gone Dome of Faith.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a bit of an interesting one, actually. Dome of the Faith. I guess you got to try and play it out for the later stage. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like Tower Victory here would be way better, but...
Well, I think I don't mind this idea from Recon. Like, we've noticed there's a tendency for the resources to dry up quite clearly, right? So by scaling scholars really cheaply, you have a way of healing. So I think Recon's going to try to turn this into like an out micro where he goes in, he does some damage, he pulls away, he heals. But one thing to keep in mind is that that plan can fall short if Corvinus reaches Castle Age.
Recon almost losing his scout there.
Just about gets away with it.
Yeah, Khan not going to be able to kill that in time. Maybe if he had the maneuver... Oh, he does have the maneuver arrow.
It's like, it's such a waste, though, because you might need it elsewhere, and if you chase that down, you're probably not going to get the kill still. A Scholar comes out and heals, right? It's like...
Yeah, true. I wonder what Recon is planning here. Like, only 1 sacred site. Sure, you're going to have a little bit of gold, but... from there, where do you go? I mean, Corvinus, I feel like he can probably just go for his Castle Age that he's been going for pretty much every game. I haven't seen him make any Age 2 units in this series. So I imagine that's going to be his game plan.
I mean, apparently it works, right? Because, like, what Corvinus... It's 3-1 right now, right? Like, Recon has only won 1 of these maps. He won the first map.
Yeah.
This is rough, man. So if you're Recon in this situation, and by the way, you should still go back and check those games, because like that might be the ending, but how we got there is his whole own tale. Right now, though, like everything is kind of revealed, right? That's the other cool thing, is you can even see what's happening on the high ground, like how many sheep your opponent has for the Hawk up. And I do believe, did he scout that? Okay, No. So it looks like he doesn't know about the archery range. I think it came up just after the Khan left. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe Recon can do something here.
He's got a Scholar on the way. Let's see if he moves it over to that archery range. This is probably another a cool feature about the deli on this map, right? Scholars able to sit inside production buildings. You're not going to need as much production, so you're saving a little bit of space, a little bit of wood. That's always a nice feature. But have a look at Corvinus. What on earth is he doing
my
here?
God.
Second TC?
Wait. Is he going to TC rush? Oh my God, I think he's TC rushing.
He is. Oh, there's nothing. What does Recon do?
He has nothing. He can't do anything. He hasn't got a blacksmiths yet.
Oh no. Corvinus doesn't have an Uvu, so he doesn't have the faster movement speed on the TC.
It doesn't matter.
But
It doesn't matter. He's in. Recon doesn't see this. He hasn't scouted this area. No, he can't.
no.
Wait, how can he? Okay, that's kind of dicey.
Oh,
Right at the edge of the deer. He does get it down.
And villagers being pulled now as well. TC goes up. Villagers hop not inside. Okay. I mean, honestly, I feel like Corvinus could move it all the way down to the left side of the map, right?
I
Stick it
think
onto
you
the gold.
outpost drop, right? Like you could just outpost drop. So like this is step one. So just start moving in outpost dropping. Because like if you get an outpost on this north side, Recon can't build archers. You get on the south side, he can't build anything. And here we go. Recon is going to be dropping the blacksmith over here. But like his scholars, I mean, he's got a decent amount of them. It's still going to take like, what, about 40 seconds to get siege engineering? And in the meantime, losing one of his villages to the Khan.
Yeah. And the thing is, Corvinus hasn't lost anything by building this TC. He is producing out of both of these right now. That is great value for him. And he's caused Recon a lot of idle time, having to reposition. So I have to see what Corvinus has up his sleeve next, as he's constructing an archery range now.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty smart from Corvinus, because what just happened is by placing this TC, he took away 2 of the very limited tree lines. So now, if they both just raw mass archers, Corvinus should have more wood bank to do so, right? And he can just keep moving this TC to secure new wood lines as well. That's just kind of wild in this map.
Second archery range now from Corvinus, making archers. Not going to be any Mangudai. Of course, Mangudai would not do very well up against archers from Recon.
No.
So Recon going to be grabbing Sanctity now as well. So, that feels a little bit late. I feel like he could have had this in a little bit earlier. But
I think he needed military efficiency, right? Like, the order kind of makes sense here. And, like, you know, he was slow on the build-up. Remember, his scholars weren't, like, garrisoned for a while. He had to shuffle them around. And little wall coming up from Recon. He's like, okay, you have admittedly still given me the southern side of the map, so I guess I'll make bread.
I mean, Recon, it makes sense to wall this up. But where do you go from here if you're Recon? You know you're falling behind in Vills. I guess grab Sanctity, grab the Sacred Site, look towards Castle Age. But even then, I feel like Corvinus could beat him to it.
He should be able to, right? And another kind of scary part is after he's done with Pumbaa, after he's done with the sheep, I mean, pastures, right? Like, pastures going to be very efficient on this map for him. So, really rough situation. You did mention the Uvu situation, right? I think there's an issue with Uvus for Mongols here.
Occasionally there can be, but I'm pretty sure on this map Uvus are fine.
Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong, considering he hasn't built one.
I think it's the position of it, right? Because he played north side and the stone spawns south. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is more likely to take Recon stone at this rate.
I mean, yeah, he seems to be closer to it.
Archers. Exchange is going to come out. Another thing to keep in mind is, like, Recon, now that he's up against mass archers, he can't heal in the fights of the scholars. And then also, because of what you mentioned where he didn't take TOV, he doesn't have the attack speed advantage. Instead, Corvinus does with his arrows.
Yeah, that is true. Corvinus as well, going to be going with some Keshiks now. Keshiks, I feel like are great in this position, right? You're going to be able to heal them back up by sieging some of the buildings here. You got the Dome of the Faith, you got the archery range to siege on.
Speaking of which...
Oh, what is going on here?
Is he going to landmark rush him? I think he is.
Does that work, though?
If you get siege engineering, it does. I mean, look, the guy, he could. Like, he's about to get the gold required. Like,
oh, yeah.
If you just build 2 rams, like, what does Recon do against this?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I don't know. He's got a stable up, so I guess he's gonna start making some Guzzy Raiders soon. But
He hasn't yet.
yeah,
Yeah, like, is he running out of food? I'm just checking what's in reserve here. Like, he's got a few sheep remaining, not many. That's too
he's
close
got
to
berries
TC,
on the
sir.
south.
That's true. Yeah, he's down here. Okay, so he's got some lifeline in him. He can get the Ghazi together, but the problem is, like, if Corvinus has a similar amount of food, one-on-one, Keshiks win, right? Like, Ghazi don't beat them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And this Dome of the Faith, slowly but surely, is going down. Corvinus not grabbing himself Siege Engineering yet. Prioritizing Ion Undamage first. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I feel like he could just keep on massing Keshiks and then just do a complete Vil pull.
I think so. Like, he's already 49 Vils, right? And Recon isn't going to be able to sneak a repair. Like, literally, both of his landmarks are on the same screen. If you guys didn't realize, in micro maps, that does tend to happen a lot.
So many Keshiks on the way here from Corvinus. He's still got the 2 archery ranges. Not making any more archers, though. I mean, I guess archers in this position aren't really needed, as we see Vils being pulled once again.
Okay.
He really wants this this Dome of the Faith down.
Yep, he's got the undermesh now. Like, look at how little damage this Keshik's taking from the primary TC. Like, he's actually almost maintaining his health, right? He's losing about 5 every 3 seconds.
Oh, look at
my
this.
God, that's
everything. Everything is being pulled. He's gonna need to get through a wall. 1,000 HP right there, but yeah, that's not gonna take long. Corvinus going for the landmark snipe here without even a ram. That is how ape this man is. And then Recon having to react here by pulling all of his builds, having to go for the repair on the TC. But that is crazy damage.
He's garrisoning, right? He's got the full garrison, but the undermesh really is the difference maker here. Archer's getting cleaned up. Keshik's now riding around onto the villager forces, and this means you're killing as many villagers as you're losing. Oh
Recon.
my god!
Not like this, Recon.
Well,
the last game of the series, Corvinus. It looks like he's going to be taking the series 4-1 to him. Finishing it off in a very, very Corvinus way. Sieging down both landmarks with villagers and Keshiks only. There it is. The landmark snipe comes in. GG is called. What a series.
You said that he always goes late game. He heard you. Okay, this did not get through Feudal Age. Insane series. Oh my god.